Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're doing fantastically tonight as we continue our adventures in the Magambia. Well, not in the Magambia, but for the Magambia. But
Good recover.
I tend to recover sometimes. I've been talking into my computer all day doing interviews for things. And half of them have had, and they've all had zero human interaction. It's all been like, record your voice while answering these prompts. It's like,
oh, gross.
That
just defeats the damn purpose.
Right. Thank God I have a mic. It was very nice though. It was a good setup. It was a good test of this mic's recording VO capability. I was like, oh, this works.
Look on the bright side.
Alone, you little criminal.
Oh, look at that. It's a criminal. But
A smooth criminal.
before I hand things over to Matt, announcements. Here they are. Number 1. Other shows on the channel tomorrow night. Something. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm doing something. It's just me. Relaxing. Chilling out, maxing. Relaxing, all cool.
After everything, it's still you.
It's still me after everything. Alone as I always end. I think that was Alone as I always end. I can't remember which book that was I was reading, but there was anyway. Then, on Wednesday, Wild Ambition. Wild West game. Our party's just hit level 5. Will they all have remembered to level up? Chat, place your bets below.
I know I have, and I know Cooper has, because they sent me their updated stats. McKenna.
I've been busy being a model.
Yes.
Linda Evangelista.
Then
on... No, don't look at the cosplay. Modeling is temporary. Adventure is forever.
Zoe's hiding in embarrassment.
Then on Thursday... we are off. But Friday we're back with the Astral Calling, now with an alive GM. That's me. I'm alive, baby. Unlike this Friday. So McKenna gets to finish off the elevator fight and do the boss fight.
Hooray!
McKenna was very excited to miss it.
I wouldn't say I was very excited.
I mean, I've never fought a boss on a moving elevator in a TTRPG before, so put that in my achievement book.
Arc of Nepishtim.
But yeah, then of course, we have on Saturday, Tabletop Bros, Baldur's Gate 3. Will, Chad, Calf, and Matt playing through Baldur's Gate 3. We're in the Underdark. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I had a puppy for a bit. I was very happy. I had a Bulette zombie puppy.
But then exactly what I thought was going to happen did happen, and it got stuck being unable to move places because it's a huge, stupid dinosaur thing.
But I had a Bulette for a puppy for a while, and I was very happy.
A dead one encrusted with mushrooms.
Then I had a Hooked Horror for a puppy. That was also fun.
Well,
have you never had a dog before, Will?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was cute. They're a puppy.
Well, I was able to...
It shows.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but seeing as we have an entire Discord thing about this sort of thing...
I said horror.
No, it's not hooked. It's just hook horror. There's no ED in the end.
Fair enough.
You're killing me, man. Like a dagger in my heart.
I was just cowering. I was just like, hello.
I mean, you're the bard.
Listen, fantasy puppies are fine. Real puppies, family curse. But then Sunday, Cozy Co-op. Will, Sarah, Emily, Sunhaven, continuing to finish off the game. We saved the world last week.
Well, you saved the world technically. We just kind of stood by him. I did nothing productive. I really did nothing productive.
Did you spend everyone's money on cosmetics again?
It was a Sunday. What do you expect?
I actually
No, I attempted to be
you helped with
helpful
the museum.
by gathering things, but by the time I got to that point, Emily had already gathered everything and was like, "Oh, I already got that one." I was like, "All right, well, never mind then. Forget it. I'm just gonna stay here."
Emily says you got the potions.
Well, I got one of the potions.
Ooh.
But
Can
Yeah,
people
so come and
handle
join
your
us
potions?
on Sunday for that. I gave up a incredibly powerful weapon for a dragon plushie for Emily and Sarah to just put on the farm. I was like, oh, this is the
It's
highest
a very
damaging.
adorable dragon plushie.
This is the highest damaging sword in the game. The only way you can get it is by doing this quest. Also, there's a plushie here that you can only get by doing this quest. You can only pick one. Fuck. Takes plushie.
Or the plushie.
Takes
It's
plushie.
an incredibly nice plushie.
It is. But yeah, so those are all of our programming announcements. Matt, who are we? Who are the people in this show? What are we doing tonight? What is going on? What is the meaning of life?
There is no meaning of life, and that's the beautiful thing.
Oh.
Everything is just random and pointless, and that's glorious. I'm the chipper nihilist. Nothing matters. Eat a bag of chips. But yes, welcome everyone to the Strength of Thousands adventure path, where we are following our lore speakers of the Magambia, the premier magic academy in all of Galeria, who have gone from being students to teachers to ambassadors to explorers and now potentially to soldiers. Because
Nah.
ruin has come to Osaibu. The forces of the Sun King, or the Sun God King, Walkana, have somehow managed to find their way to the previously thought hidden city of Osaibu, and are now marching on the city in great numbers, resplendent in their danger and sun goldness. Yes, question from Sarah before we begin the introductions.
Oh, that was what I was going to ask. It felt very much like we're going straight into it, but I was like, we haven't actually.
I just
rolled
wanted to get
credits
the
yet.
I wanted to get the introduction off my brain. But speaking of, Sarah, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Okay. Hello everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret. I am playing Charlotte, the Anati toxicologist. Not a soldier by any means. So this is gonna go swell.
All right.
Also,
And for my,
you know. Go ahead. Sorry.
for my fun question for the evening, if you could pick a traditionally NPC monster from a game to play as a playable character, what would you choose?
It's an excellent question. So like an NPC,
Well,
but like
basically,
a monster.
a monstrous race. It cannot be a simple kind of humanoid. Like an example is mind flayers. Mind flayers are traditionally viewed as monsters. They've never been playable outside of people's homebrews. Or you could pick something even more monstrous, like if you wanted to play just a slime, like not a plasmoid, just a slime.
I'm not a bad slime. Slurp.
Oh.
That's from Dragon Quest. That's
Um,
literally what the.
A legit red dragon, probably.
Nice.
Like not a dragonborn, an actual red dragon. Fully.
God, I just had an amazing idea for a one-shot.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do it.
Oh.
Either that, or the obvious answer, which would be
A house
a
cat?
displacer beast.
Displacer kitty! Danger kitty! But speaking of one of the two people in this chat remaining who haven't introduced themselves, who I associate with cats because they own cats, McKenna, why don't you introduce yourself, your character, and what playable monster you'd love to play as?
Hello, everyone. My name is McKenna Ray Tynan. I'm McKenna Ray Art on all of the socials and WW dots and whatnot. Tonight, I am playing Avi Avi, the Nyctera Witch, as well as her familiar Agate. Also, fun fact: I got a tester today of a perfume from the company Zoologist, and I'm wearing Bat just for tonight. All of their perfumes are named after animals. You have bat, squid, tiger. They have a few
does-
insects as well.
Squid
Dang, I
bat-
want to smell like
What does
squid.
that smell like? I feel
Guano?
really weird asking you what the perfume smells like, but what does it smell like, McKenna?
What
Fruit?
perfume are you wearing? You know what?
Yeah, right?
It's the subject of much controversy what this scent smells like. Some people are like, this smells like guano, and I'm not getting notes of that at all. It's supposed to have notes of like guava, and
fruit.
fig and night blooming jasmine and soil. It's supposed to smell like a cave and like overripe fruit. And I was very curious to see what that smelled like. I have to level with you. I am mostly getting the jasmine. I am not definitely not getting any cave or guano notes.
Notes of
Mostly
guano.
jasmine.
The South African cave.
But I have some other ones as well that I will probably be wearing throughout the week.
Nice.
But I had to get Bat for my little baby Bat. Thank you for indulging me. And what creature would I be? I really do think some sort of siren would be really fun. There's no like
Ooh.
proper playable mermaid race in any of these games I play. They're always like, "Do you want to be a do you mean Triton?
Yeah, do you want to be
You have
a
like you
wet
do you
elf?
mean bipedal fish? Shape of Water?" And I'm like,
Lokatha?
I love Shape of Water as much as the next person. Let me be.
Oh, do you?
Oh, do you, McKenna?
Do
How
you
do
like
you
Shape
not?
of
If
Water?
you don't like that movie, fucking grow up.
Okay,
I don't know what to tell you.
okay. Contesting, take out what everybody has in regards to that film. That film is bomb
It is
because
a
the
good film.
actors are incredible and the story
Exactly.
is amazing.
The story's so good. If you have an issue with Shape of Water, Don't
I have
talk
a
to
problem
me.
with you.
No, I think Matt's trying to make a furry defense.
Oh.
Why would I do that?
He's
Um,
gay,
so-
I think.
As the last member of the cat-owning trinity in the call, why don't you introduce yourself, your character, and what monster you'd like to play as?
Hi everybody, I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet, and I'm playing Ophelia. She's our Whisper Elf Bard.
Oh,
I'm
Carrie's
thinking,
already
like-
found the link.
Either like straight out of Fantasia, one of the little like forest flower tree nymphs.
Oh,
Am I thinking Fantasia or am I thinking Hercules? I think I'm thinking like Hercules, maybe.
I think those were in Fantasia. There was a lot of
I think
fantasy
maybe both.
things in Fantasia.
I think maybe both, or just playing Mommy Tiamat.
Just
those
the,
are my two
the,
answers.
The goddess,
Yes. Yeah.
the one who made the deal with the Githyanki.
Love heads.
And last but certainly not least, the progenitor of all this, Will. Why don't you introduce yourself, your character, and what monster you'd want to play?
Hi there, I'm Will. I'm playing Gamma in Igara, and you can find me at Tabletop Rolls everywhere on the internet. Come and check us out. Monster that I would want to play: the noble, the powerful, the friendly, the joyful, the wonderful Flumph.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
I would like to play a Flumph. I don't
Aw.
care what flavor of Flumph, but I want to be my floating fungus boy.
I like that its eyes do this.
It's such a cutie. I love the cutie flumps. So many fun flumps to play.
And to end it all up, I would actually possibly want to play like just the harpy. Just be real feral about it.
Ooh.
Are you gonna eat that? The child? Yeah. But that brings our introductions to an end, so we're gonna go ahead and roll that intro and get into the stuff. All right. Welcome back, everyone. When last we had left our lore speakers out out on the town, so to speak, the town of Gold, they had become aware that alarm bells were going off. The city was preparing to defend itself, and from the tangle was emerging the armies of Walkana, seemingly imbued with parts of his power, as golden and unearthly auras seemed to surround some of the troops. Though it's a big army too. You guys have gotten a bit of a look from on top of the walls, and it is overwhelming, perhaps. And you can get a quick sense of just the amount of troops that are arrayed on the walls of Osaibu. And if this wasn't a siege where you can hide behind walls and stuff, the numbers would not be in Osaibu's favor. But very specifically, I'm just gonna. All right.
But as we discovered in former chapters, each one of us is equal to 8 of their soldiers. So,
Those were admittedly town guards.
I'm sorry. I feel like that city is the type of person to be like, oh, you're a town guard? Yeah, go join the army now. Get.
You are welcome to your assumptions. So, Umanja Jinga leads you guys back actually to the center of the city, just a few hundred feet away from the Nemesis Well. Dimari DG explains to you all that the army is unlike any force they've encountered before. He notes that a divine power is guiding this attack, bolstering the enemy forces. In a direct fight, the forces of Osaibu are likely to lose, even with the aid of the thrice-honored woman and other ancient defenses, both magical and mundane. Rather than engage in a direct conflict, Damari Diji and Umanja Jinga have another strategy to blunt the attack. Umanja Jinga explains that after the traitor Darren Melkarian escaped Osaibu without binding himself to secrecy, she and the other it's a word I don't think we've encountered yet, worked with Damari DG to develop a new ritual that would help defend the city in case of invasion. They can complete the ritual, but it takes time to enact. They were kind of caught on the back foot by this attack. They should have gotten a lot more warning. So she is imploring you all to take up arms and defend Osaibu to buy them the time they need. The attack on Osaibu is a massive battle, with thousands fighting on each side. Rather than fight through countless soldiers on the battlefield, a few specific missions are probably going to be proposed to you guys, and they point out to a man nearby whose name is Daval, and he is apparently a bit of a specialist in terms of group kind of quick teleportation kind of stuff. He has no other skills other than this. But he can kind of position himself like a magical relay, transport a bunch of people to a quick spot, hold the spell sort of in stasis, and then when the time is up, snap it back to bring you all back up onto the walls. So they can get you out to strike where you need to without having to open the city walls and potentially risk a breach into the city.
Hey, if we save
Like a
you,
bungee cord.
if we save the city, can we borrow you for like 2 weeks?
I'm not really a person to ask about that. I just work here.
All right.
So
Trying
we
to-
are, you guys are immediately going to be tossed into the thick of things. There appear to be a bunch of Sun Warrior brigades that are throwing some magic around that is proving increasingly concerning to the defenders on the wall. So
Can we have like 30 seconds before we jump?
I'm looking at my watch. Yes. You guys, I'm going to give you a moment to plan here if you want. I don't want to throw you into this because this is going to be a little intense. They actually recommend that you guys rest between these encounters.
All right, everyone, let's
Ooh, good to
pre-pot.
know.
Oh, I don't smoke.
Nah,
But thanks, Igora.
yeah, okay. Gamma's going to pop their to wait until we're like literally about to teleport, and then he'll pop their mirror image onto themselves.
Okay. I'm also going to give you guys the choice once I move us to the combat map where you want to end up on the map. You'll get a chance to look at the situation and decide where you want to go in because it doesn't actually specify where you would enter the map from. So I'm going to give you guys the choice. It's not a huge map, but still better than no choice.
Can I pop a haste onto Igora?
You can totally do that in like the 10 seconds before you guys are flung out there. I'm not going to make you take
Really
any
hard to
rounds
write.
off the spell. But if anyone has any other spells they want to cast, I should note that Endures in Darkness has another fresh vital beacon up on himself. And he is also, just because Igora is the tank, is going to do the life connection. So if there's a nasty attack that comes through and is going to knock Igora out,
Ophelia,
Endures in
I
Darkness will take
have
that
a 3rd level druid spell that I can only use for haste.
Okay.
Do you want to pop that onto Avi?
I can also use it at 7th level and pop it on everyone.
That-
Oof.
Which is what I was just looking at.
I mean, that could be
We are level 14 now.
that could be a good use of that.
I used that.
Okay, so everyone will be going in hasted.
Hey,
We're fast as
Got it.
fuck.
Boy.
It's
That's
technically it's
awesome.
6 up to 6 creatures, so
Yeah.
that would be.
You can
I'm
I'm
Endures
leaving
as
Choco
well.
behind for this because Choco will die. No, Choco's a sack of hit points. We need them. I will bring Choco with us.
Poor Choco.
Choco.
Choco Loco. Any other
Loco.
preparations y'all want to do?
we need to make a wreck ton of bombs.
Evolution Surging Gamma for a fly speed.
Oh, I need to. I don't have time to make more bombs, do I?
You have a couple minutes. You guys are like all raising your like spell components and stuff, getting ready to like
Mhm.
just before you get shunted into the battlefield.
Nice.
Alrighty.
All right, you guys are ready to go. I'm going to drag the view onto the map. I can just go down a little bit. Yes, okay. All right. Can you guys see the map?
No.
Okay. I will drag you onto it, and then I will allow you to reposition. So
I
let
see a
us-
big black square.
Charlotte. Ophelia. This is not where you guys are actually going to end up. I'm just putting you onto the map so you can see where you are. So there seem to be a number of Sun Warrior brigades in here. So this is going to be one of those things where these things become less effective the more damage you do, and the size of the thing will actually shrink because they are supposed to represent groups of guys or gals.
I'd say down over here, because this gives Avi Avi the best sort of like line.
Down over where? Sorry, I was zoomed in.
Bottom left, right above the
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
feel-
disagree, actually.
Feel free to position yourselves in the position you'd want to be in. I should also note, as you guys are kind of viewing this, they do look like they have some kind of magic stuff going on, so just be aware of that.
magic with the frizz. No way.
No way. Aw. Who's it not down Main Street?
Activate shared brain
good
cell.
childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good childhood. When my parents would take long car trips,
Okay.
I have to say this because it came to my brain. My parents used to have a minivan, and I remember that the minivan, they took out the middle seat and just had the back seat. And so in the long car trip to Washington and around, they set up a literal television set inside with beanbag chairs.
That's so good.
And we would watch so many VHSs, including as many Magic School Buses as we had taped from PBS.
Aww.
Ooh.
Are you guys all positioned where you want to be?
Charlotte, you want to be all the way over here?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I'm trying
Fair
to,
enough.
like, gauge.
All right.
Oh, we're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just jumping right
I think
in.
I want to.
Well, this might take a little while, so the sooner we start, the better. I also am going to throw some colored dots on this just so we can make things a little easier for ourselves.
Also, Matt, don't forget to turn off the GM only rolling on the Sun Warriors profile.
Could you not see my initiative?
No. I could, but no one else could.
Oh, my whole chat's gone.
Oh, yeah.
What is...
Oh, it
this
came
show
back.
up?
Yes.
Good.
All right.
Okay. I think that is everyone. Oh, Endures in Darkness needs to roll.
Judge Darkness needs to be on the battlefield.
He is ethereal.
Ethereal mushroom.
Sure, that's an item in a game somewhere.
Oh, I bet.
It's probably in Rogue Trader.
All right. I think that's everyone, so I'm going to tell the thing to descend. All right. Interesting. All right, so we're going to start with Ophelia. Charlotte will be up a little bit after that, so have your turn ready. So, Ophelia, you are up first.
I'm gonna go with the Bard song, and let's go
Classic.
with our performance check to see if we get a +1, +2, or +3. A 35.
That actually sounds pretty good. You guys are level 14 now, so 32 is the DC for success, so that is success. +2.
+2, everybody.
Hey, baby.
All right.
Plus
Hey,
2.
baby. And then we
Will
are going
do.
to throw a Phantom Orchestra onto the Green Sun Warrior Brigade. So that will be a Fortitude save, please,
Fortitude
from
save
Green Sun Warrior Brigade.
will do. Where's their saves? 33, that's a failure.
Ooh, all right. That'll be 28
29.
sonic, 30 sonic damage to the green. And now there is a 10-foot burst. Could I have maybe
is
a
this
10-foot?
Is this an AoE
Mm-hmm.
area of effect spell?
Yes.
Oh, it seems to do a little bit more damage than you expected then.
Oh, good.
Ooh, I like that.
Because these are brigades of people. They are kind of like jumped up swarms.
Can
of
we
sorts.
see? Can we see in
could-
like these swarms those guards that we were fighting?
No.
Damn.
These appear to be a type of soldier you never really saw around the city. They look pretty serious.
Can I have a 10-foot circle that I can move, please?
You won't be able to move it, but I can.
Like, can I tell you where to move it?
Yeah, I can get you the shape.
Okay, thank
What
you.
color? I'll do dark blue because it'll be easiest. So it's that.
That's the opposite color that I like.
I know, but it's just the easiest one for me to move around.
That's fine.
There. All right.
Right.
All right, cool.
There's your 10-foot burst, Ophelia.
There's not a way that I can have that between the two of them. Is there? I didn't really
Right
pay
there.
attention. Oh. Can the other one make me a quarter attack?
Sure. Purple. Some warrior brigade. Another fort
Also, thanks for the
save.
sub.
Oh.
43. That is a
All right.
success, but not critically.
All right. I don't
So
see.
15 damage.
Great.
Okay.
And you still have one action because
Oh.
you were hasted.
And
Oh, you are so correct. I'm going to shoot at.
the one that looks the most hurt is green.
Let's see. 30-foot emanation. Let me see. That'll just catch the one. But let's frighten purple.
They might be immune to it. It's a mental effect.
Alexa.
No. Snurple.
On purple, you say? Alright,
Yeah.
let me just give me a quick second. Oh. Hold on. I think if this is your hasted action, I think
Oh, it
hasted
does have to be attack or move,
Yes, a
correct?
stride or a strike.
Yes. That's why I already knew I was going to use my bow. Okay. I will shoot at purple. Does a 31 hit? 33?
Their AC just because of the Bard song. Their
Ooh,
AC
yay.
is 33.
Nice.
Okay.
that
That'll
would
be
be
15.
15 piercing.
Please. And that's my turn.
All right. The Green Brigade has taken some hits, but they seem still motivated. But we're gonna quickly then go to, I believe this is Red Brigade, the Tiger Sharks. Hoorah! They are, as a unit, gonna stamp their spears into the ground and then raise them up in the air, and you see a spark, and then another, and then a big orb of fire begins to grow at the tip of all of their spears, and then they tilt them and point them in your direction. And they are going to cast
Do
Fireball.
y'all actually want to be here, or you just want to die?
We serve the God King. You shall perish beneath his light, for his light is all.
Yeah, that's called
Yeah, that seems about right.
brainwashing.
Yeah.
We were just in your city. You're welcome.
You know what? We'll
Choices
take
were
your
made.
opinions under advisement after we're stomping on your blackened corpses. Because
Okay.
you'd be ashes. Ha.
Cute.
Then we'll be right
The
because
only-
and then we'll rewrite the history books that say that you cried and crawled away on the ground and ate dirt, and then we beat you.
You're really sticking the
Yeah.
landing
You're
here,
really,
bud.
you're doing your best.
Also, avoid a
Oh.
fireball.
Okay.
This is going to be
Yeah, that's fair.
now they have a special
That's
thing
fine.
here.
Reflex
spell
saves.
casting. So this is going to be, in fact, a 25-foot burst because they can extend bursts by 5 feet.
Also, FYI, we have all been given hero points, including
Yay,
Matt,
thank
who's been
you.
given a villain point.
All right. Well,
That's
Gon
fun.
and
Thank
Choco
you.
Succeed.
Does that have everybody?
25 feet. It's not going to hit Charlotte.
Yeah,
Uh,
everyone else, if they've placed it
Yeah.
cleverly, is everyone is
All
getting
right.
hit except for
And will
Charlotte.
it also hit purple?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I could move it back a little bit, like put it behind Endures in Darkness.
You put it behind Endures in Darkness, it doesn't hit Choco.
Fine. They're not particularly concerned with Choco.
Sweet.
I mean, they've got a lot of spears. He looks like a kebab.
Reflex save, right?
Yep. DC 29.
Hey, meet to beat.
So yeah, everyone who succeeds, but not critically. So basically, anyone who doesn't roll a 39 will take half damage, which is only going to be 11 fire damage, which I believe you guys still have some fire resistance.
2 fire
Yeah.
resistance from Zubari. Thanks, Zubari.
So that will be 9 fire damage to everyone then.
21
Yay.
for me.
Ophelia kind of yells over at the Sun Warrior Brigade. You guys know Zubari, right? Zubari could vouch for us here.
They say nothing.
Ophelia, don't gloat.
And then they're going to move
I'm
a little
kidding, keep doing
closer, I think. I just have to actually get into the darkness for his 9 damage. Okay. And then they are going to move. Charlotte, you will be up next, so prepare yourself.
Prepare
Mhm.
yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. It's your turn. Then we're going to have 2 more Warrior Brigades, then Endures Darkness, then Avi Avi and Igora.
Don't forget,
Cool.
you have an extra
Perfect.
action.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, perfect. They're right there, which means I get to do this.
Nuke.
And it'll hit both of them. Thank goodness. Alright, well, outside of the use of directional bombs, we're just gonna do a big, huge, giant bit of splash damage.
Nice.
27 to attack the Sun Warrior
Technically,
Brigade up
29.
here. 29, and then splash damage with, because I'm hitting here, should hit the red Sun Warrior Brigade as well.
Unfortunately, a 29 will not hit their AC of 33.
It does not critically miss them, so
Damage.
splash damage still
Yep.
happens.
Splash damage still happens, which
It's
seems
really
to do a little bit more because they are a brigade. They take an additional 8 damage for splash damage. So,
Oh my gosh.
Cool. We'll go with a secondary attack then.
so that is going to be, I think, 13 for both of them. Oh, that one's much better.
40.
Hey, that one will hit. And I did press the number 2 on that one.
You did?
So it took
Good
it
job.
into account.
Yeah, well, you just rolled very lowly on the first one and much better the second
Yeah.
one. Natural 19. So that will
Correct. Much better.
hit. So that will be
7 persistent.
Would that be 9?
doesn't affect persistent, I don't think. Does it?
No.
No.
I don't believe so, no. I think it's
7.
just for attack on this.
But they do take the splash damage again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's still going to hit blue as well, right?
Correct.
So that is another 13 minus 13 to both of them. That is a good
Okay.
chunk of damage spread around there, Charlotte. So that's only 2 actions. You got 2 left, and one of them has to be a stride or a strike, which also is a ranged attack, I guess.
Cool. I am going to use my this action to move and Move around to here.
Okay. You have one action remaining then, unless that was a double move, which I don't think it was.
No, I'm going to craft. So I'm going to take a moment to recraft
Okay.
my action.
We move on to Green Brigade, the Thunder Lizards. Oorah! They are going to try and move out of this sound here thing. They're going to just step to the side, and they are going to repeat the maneuver that the other people did. They're going to put their spears up in the air like they just don't care, and they are going to fire off a fireball.
Get some original material.
We'll totally say we did each unique spells that we invented ourselves. We get to rewrite history when we win.
Same deal.
Same deal.
Hey, both succeeded this time.
Ooh. I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled a 3.
You can totally do that. Much better. That becomes a crit. You take no damage. It's same people, so everyone except Choco and Charlotte. So I need saves from Avi and Endure the Darkness, who is me, so I'm talking to myself. Meet to beat, so he'll take half, which is going to be 10 minus 2, so 8. Anyone who passes only takes 8 damage.
All right.
Oh, I need to roll reflex save.
Uh,
That's not gonna do it. You know what? I will use a hero point. There we go. Nat 20. I take no damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Bat dance out of the way.
Boop,
Hi,
boop, boop,
Cooper.
boop.
Pizza.
Little Caesar.
Hi, Cooper.
I've never actually had Little Caesar. We move on to Purple, who is not going to do a fireball. They are going to step to get out of the sonic thing, and then they are going to do a different thing, which is slightly a waste, but whatever. Igra, they're going to do Frenetic Assault 2 action.
You're not going to take me out for dinner first?
Frenetic Assault?
What's the...
What?
I don't know.
22 piercing damage unless you make a reflex save.
Gamma makes a reflex.
As they all just
Unless
JoJo
Gamma,
you with a bunch of spears.
Unless Gamma makes a reflex save.
Yes.
34.
Succeeds. So you will only take, I think, half?
Yeah, it's a basic save, so...
Yeah, so 11 piercing damage. And they did the 2 action ones, so they're done. We move on to Endures in Darkness, who is looking a little blackened right now. He was put in the pot a little too long, perhaps, like a mushroom that you cook too much with too much butter.
Yum.
Butter.
Wait, no, I'm allergic.
I find it so weird that people can be allergic to mushrooms. They're so neutral.
No, but wait.
Fungi.
Oh, butter.
Good
point.
butter? No.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to both.
Oh, God.
Endures in Darkness is going to start pumping out his AC improving thing. He's going to move in between Igura and Gamma. So you guys will get the benefit from that immediately. And then he is just going to... Igura's coming up. So he is going to give Gamma guidance.
Can I make a suggestion for Endures' movement?
He's also
Sure.
hasted.
Can he come
Oh, yeah, it's true.
to this spot right here?
Oh, sure.
This way he's less vulnerable to the Sun Warrior Brigade.
Okay.
I mean, AoE fireball.
I'm also going to do
Yeah, but
the
this-
first tap of Vital Beacon on Igura.
Alright,
So that's going to be 4d10, I think.
but this way the spear attacks can't get him as easily.
23 back to Igura. One
That-
charge of Vital Beacons extended.
Almost puts me back up to full.
Yeah. I got a very mixed roll there. 1 and a 2 and 2
No,
tens.
that almost puts me back up to full.
Avi, you're up. Igura, you'll be up next.
Don't forget you're
Oh,
hasted.
Yep.
thank you. Thank you for the haste. I'm very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let's kick it off with a big one.
Please try and imagine like a lot of like really drum heavy music that's happening right now.
Well,
trumpets.
let's add a percussive element. Perhaps an explosion.
4 from resistance.
Ooh,
Nice.
eclipse
Nikolsky would
burst.
agree with me.
Oh, geez.
Nice shot.
So
I like
if
that.
they could roll me some reflex saves. I think if I put it here, it'll get all of them.
Yep.
But none of us. And
A
that's what I
60-foot
like.
burst is
Sure is.
disgusting.
And the
I love
only
magic.
thing that gives me a little bit of pause with this is it is 84 additional damage to living creatures. And I don't know about this army because I know Welkana is undead, but I don't know about his army.
We'll find
We're about to find out.
They are they just seem humanoid. It says they are lawful evil, uncommon humanoid troop.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything about undead.
Sweet.
And they start at gargantuan size.
Ew.
It's a weird word,
Oh.
gargantuan.
Well, let me roll. I will roll my damage, and you can roll
Yes.
their reflex saves.
Okay. I'll start with red. 27. Okay. Admittedly, remember this is an AoE spell, so they're going to be taking additional damage.
Well, 27 plus 2, so 29 and 20, so total of 49.
Yes.
Nice. So
Plus,
49.
yeah, with the 18. So.
Actually, I'm just going to write that down. You said 49?
Yep.
Yeah, my rolls on that first 8d10 were not fabulous. The highest
Well,
I rolled on any of
the
my
good news
d10s a
is-
6.
If the damage goes through entirely, that'll be 64 damage apiece.
Sick.
So let's see how that starts. We'll start with red. 21. That's a
that is a
critical
critical failure.
Oh god. We're gonna go to blue. Success, but not critically, or failure, but not critically failure. Purple. Still a failure.
Also failure.
Failure, but not
Still
critically.
failure, not critical. Yeah.
So, the first one critically failed. So I'm going to do the other three real quick, just in terms of the math. Give me a second. Possibly two of them are now going to have to shrink in size.
Yippee!
Now, for the critical failure, that's going to be double. Now, Will,
Yes.
question:
It's a
does
joke.
the critical? It doesn't increase the vulnerability, does it?
Yes.
What
I mean,
does it?
that's how we've played it. I don't
Okay.
know the actual rule off the top of my head, but I've always
I also don't care
I've,
that much.
I've always doubled the vulnerability because to me that seems fucking cool, right? Like, oh, this thing critically failed on the spellcaster's spell, we'll double the vulnerability to and just like nuke them.
That'll be a
Makes sense.
discussion for later. So I wouldn't mind getting through this comment. All right, so now I have to do some stuff here because these guys have reached different thresholds. Okay. All right, yeah, the one in the back immediately shrinks to the lowest threshold, which is now only going to be 8 squares. So it moves just to a basic large-sized creature. Which I think is that? 1, 2... No, one more, I think.
He swank.
Yeah,
Oh my
He
goodness.
swank.
Well, a few
So
of them are going to
funny.
shrink now. All right, so this one is now 92. He is going to shrink just by one thing.
Don't break the immersion.
Be as big as Gamma.
Yes, this guy is.
I wish there was
Platinum
a feat.
Gamma. Just
I wish there was a way for me to make Gamma gargantuan. That'd be so much fun for me.
I wish my enlarge spell worked on a creature of goblin size. I won't lie. I have enlarge,
All
and
right.
I wish so much to use it on him. But
Okay,
So I still have 2 more actions, right?
you do. They have to be, if one of them is your hasted action, it has to be a stride or a strike.
Yeah. It can't be another spell.
Okay, so I can't cast another 2.
No, you can't do another
Nope.
2 boo.
Gotcha.
Haste is good. It's not that good.
Well, it's good for movement. And
It is good for movement.
Yeah, and that might be what I do. I might just move
And bars.
all the way out of the way.
See ya.
So that I am not getting
Exit. Stage right.
granted, I think that was still only no, that was 30 feet. All right, yeah, that's 2 actions.
All right, Igra, you are up. Avi just unleashed the opposite of like a miniature sun in the middle of the battlefield, like the
Yeah.
opposite. There was just
Yeah.
darkness, a sphere of darkness and crackling
Perfect.
onyx energy or something. I don't
Alright.
know.
I'm going to use a trick Ophelia taught me. Igra is going to
Oh.
throw their voice. And while they're throwing their voice, they're going to cast Vitriol Blast. From a cone emanating from here to get both of these two. And the thing that these two are going to hear that's blasting them with sonic energy is, your friends are dead.
They shall live eternally in Walkana's embrace.
They need to make reflex saves, blue and red.
Well, Kana doesn't have big enough arms.
He is the world. He is forever.
Religious zealots. Yeesh.
Good.
I mean, are you surprised?
Matt's pulling out all the
No.
40k stops for this one.
It's bugs and cults. I say
All right,
bugs
so
and
that is
cults.
going to vitrifying blast. Blah, blah, that's a word.
From the Rage of Elements.
Cool. That's another reflex save. I'm glad you guys are hitting the reflex thing over and over again.
Red and blue.
All right, first one, red. Failure, but not
critical.
critically. Critical success.
Ah,
That's fine. So red will take 24, 25, 26 piercing damage.
Is this an AoE?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a cone.
Okay, 26 plus is like
39, 41.
it is true. Ooh, hanging on by a thread. One guy is like
And so that's that.
can't get any smaller though for some reason.
Choco's free action. Choco's going to stay where they are and not do anything with their free action. I still have 2 actions. I will use one of them to demoralize red. I'll use one of them to demoralize purple. What was red's Matt, did red yell out their company name?
The fire something. The devilfish.
lions, fire lions,
Fire lines or something.
something.
Hey,
Hiss
purple.
growl.
Hey, purple boys. It looks like the fire lions are becoming an endangered species. 33 to intimidate purple.
So that's against
Demoralize.
their will DC, right?
Yep.
By the way, chat, sorry, that's me. The little arrow thing is kind of a stim. I like seeing it go round and round.
Meet to beat will. Their will DC is actually 33. So
Cool.
job.
Is their level lower than me?
yes, they are only creature level 12.
Cool. I have terrified retreat. They are now fleeing.
Cool.
They have to run
losers.
away from us. They have to spend an action on their turn running away from us. And then Gama's going to use our hasted action to 45, 46, 47 on purple.
47, you say? 47. That is a crit.
Great. So that will be 20 sonic damage plus it's 3d8 because I have the higher thing. I haven't updated that yet. So that is 20. So that becomes 40. So that becomes 49 points of sonic damage to purple.
49, you say?
Yes.
Purple.
Who shreds you?
And then they're
say?
going to run.
Yeah, and then they run.
And what about his wife? To
The
shreds, you say.
shreds, you say. Ooh.
I love that joke
That
for
is a
some
quote in my head that is consistent.
And that is
That's
Igara's
so
turn.
good. That's so good.
All right, we are going to move on then to final one, who's still hasn't actually been able to act yet. Blue is seeing things go a little not great here. So they are going to, what are they going to pull out? They are going to, instead of raising their spears and summoning an orb or something, they are going to start stamping their feet and then smacking their spears up in the air together. And for some reason, you all feel the urge to suddenly kind of look up above you, and a ring of fire suddenly appears in the air above you and then slams down as they cast Flame Strike.
Hmm.
I'm going down the burning
So
fire.
they're putting it right on top of Endures in Darkness.
I'm going to.
Ow!
Igara's going to
My
use a
boy.
react. Igara's going to react.
Oh yeah? What's he gonna react?
Igara seeing this thing going to come on, Igara's going to pull at the magic from the spell that's being cast above him and siphon some of it away to create a shield above us.
Oh.
And I'm going to use Tempest Sun Shielding. And
Nice.
I'm going to make it so that Ophelia doesn't.
Well, I don't think this is
trigger-
gonna catch
no,
Ophelia.
It's just. Well,
It's just a 10-foot radius, so it's
Oh,
just
wow.
gonna catch you and Endures in Darkness, your little party in Endures in Darkness.
all right. Well, either way, I can expend it. So I'm going to expend a 7th level spell slot for that. So I will decrease the damage by 28.
Okay, so that will
Damn.
then leave it. That's all the damage then.
Yeah.
Now is that just for yourself?
Trigger you or an ally within 30 feet takes damage. Reduce the triggering damage by an amount equal to 4 times the level of the spell slot. So I think that's I reduce the damage of the actual effect, but I'll leave it to you.
You know, just because it's got such style points to it, I'm not going to dig too much in depth on the thing. Plus, it does make sense. I'm not rolling individual damage for each of you, so I think it makes sense. Plus, you're using Tempest Sun Thing. We don't get to use our school stuff very often, so...
So
This is
cool.
literally why I went down the Tempest Sun path, is because of this ability.
All right, so you guys just see Igara slap his froggy hands together, hold them up in the air like he does care for all of you. And a glimmering...
It would have been great if I'd had the criminal with me, but unfortunately, he is not at my lap.
And then Blue is going to move a little bit just over here with their one action they have remaining. We move back up to the top. It's only been one full round. You guys have done a lot of damage. You guys hear from behind you, there are the sounds of yelling and the clash of metal on metal, the strange sounds that come from magic slamming into each other, a couple explosions, and some screaming. The battle is going on around you. Ophelia, we're back to you for just your second turn.
I'm disappointed that he moved. But of course, I'm gonna keep Bard Song up.
Yeah, it's not like you guys
going
been firing off a bunch of
to-
AoE spells. Why would I ever want to move?
Nah, I don't know about that one. I'm going to
That's so
keep.
silly.
So I'm going to use an action to keep Phantom Orchestra up
Mhm.
and move it.
Move.
Where do you want it?
So I want it. It was only a 10-foot burst. I'm
Yeah.
thinking either purple or red. So let's go with.
Purple on their turn, admittedly, is going to be running. So you don't necessarily have to worry about them for at least a turn.
I guess I'll go with red.
Well, they're spending one action to run.
According to Fleeing, On your turn, you must spend each of your actions trying to escape the source of the fleeing
Oh
condition.
shit, that's even better than I thought it would be then. Cool. Okay, sweet.
Imagine doing that to someone who's hasted.
Ah.
What if you put it? Can you put it here? Here, it
Yeah.
won't hit them both, will it?
No, it won't.
Ha ba ba.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So we all learned something today.
It's just
Them
unfortunate
getting
because of the way it's built.
small is sad to me. So please, Red, make me a fortitude save
That one
As
poor
the
guy who's probably left in
explosion-
there.
as the explosion
Uh,
pops off again.
Unless he critically succeeds at this, just the extra damage from it being an AoE will probably kill him.
Good.
Them.
I'm going to
Yes.
use my villain point because I always forget to use the villain points, and I always feel bad because the viewers spend channel points on those. So,
Aw.
crit fishing.
Wow. All right.
Oh.
Still,
So it
not
would
good enough.
be-
he had 14 hit points left, and the extra damage from vulnerability to AoE effects is 15. So, Red is gone. He just collapses
Dang.
as you jellified his inside with sonic damage.
Delicious.
Ah,
He
excellent.
dies praising Walkana.
What a loser!
Wow. That's so mean. Do it
I
again.
mean, they're sieging a city,
City.
man. It's not like
No, yeah.
We're not besties.
I don't know if the sympathy runs deep
I-
in that
If
one.
I wanted to make this even more apparent that the bad guys, I would describe their hats as conquistador-like.
Oh.
Ah,
They bring
yeah.
in diseases? They bring in
Fucking
diseases.
They
colonizers.
I mean, one of them's like,
The
"Hey, you want some of these
plague.
cool blankets we got?"
oh,
They
Burn
bring
them.
in the plague.
We kill them
God
all.
damn.
Small black blankets. Oh no. I'm going to throw.
But don't worry, you
Uh.
guys. Even if you all die and the city is taken, those reforms you brought to Mazzali will still happen.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I'm sure
good.
not all of Mazzali was under the thumb. There was the
I
mean-
under the lions.
I'm gonna use my free action to bespell my bow because I keep forgetting to freaking do that. And that will be.
Free action, yes.
Was
What
a,
sort of damage will that be? Let's see if
Sonic.
it'll even hit. Gotta go fast. I'm going to shoot.
Oh, faster, faster, faster.
I'm gonna shoot blue. 35.
35. That will hit. Yeah, they have an AC of 33, so nice.
24 damage.
Sonic
24 damage. On purple?
On blue.
Blue, okay.
And then we're just gonna use our hasted action to do it again.
Fair enough.
damage.
We're just
They
gonna
raise their
use our
shields to
hasted
block that
action
one.
To try.
That's okay.
All right, and
Remember,
that's my turn.
you're an artiste, not really a fighter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Charlotte, you are up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'ma throw a little bomb at the Purple Brigade. Purple Panthers.
I'm reading in chat about the potential Leshy assassin. Let me tell you one day about my no blood Leshy sorcerer, Hell Needle.
Hell Needle. The key.
I'm gonna hero.
sounds cute.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Also, someone needs to make a
Sounds like
jack-o'-lantern
5.
Leshy.
Oh,
can.
that's so cute.
Ah, son of a nutcracker! What?
Hero-
What?
The hero point is harsh. It gives and it takes away. The splash damage will still help, and it wasn't a critical miss. So who were you aiming at?
Oh, purple.
Purple, okay. So that will be a total of 5 plus 8. 13 splash damage in total.
Okay. I'm going to use. I still have haste on, right?
Yep, so you still have 3 actions.
3 actions left. Okay, I'm gonna try
Conditions
one more
apply.
time.
Oh, much better.
Much better.
That is a total hit, so that will be a total of
The
8
8 persistent
persistent.
damage. Plus 2 splash.
plus 2 splash. Okay.
I'm going to. I don't know if I want to move, but I'm going to.
Closer to Avi.
Possibly. Yeah, there we go. Move there. And then for my last action, I'm gonna coat my leg spear with some poison.
All right. We move
Blackadder
on.
venom.
We move on to the Thunder Lizard Squad. Rawr, yes. They are also now going to, now that Charlotte and Avi have, or pardon me, Charlotte and Ophelia have moved close together. Green is going to try and drop a flame strike on them.
Ooh.
So I'm going
Sorry
to need
about that.
reflex saves from the Bard and the Alchemist. That is a
Oof.
failure.
Gonna use my other hero point.
I did too.
All right.
Better.
All right, so both of you succeed, but not critically. So you will only take 15 minus the 2 from resistance, so a total of 13 fire damage apiece. All right.
Where's my calculator?
And then
I can't do reverse math.
these guys are going to move into range of Igora or Gamma. Actually, hold on a sec. Do they have range? No, they don't have range. They don't have reach. They have to actually envelop people, sort of, to attack them. And that brings us then to Purple, who is going to move 75 feet away from the thing that caused fear.
Gamma's going to use the reaction on their way out to...
Sure. Critically hit them so they can't move.
40...
43, right?
43.
That becomes a crit.
Alright,
Nice.
so that will
Yeah!
Thank God they can't move
17.
because I want to smack them.
I want to hit him.
be,
Yeah.
so
that-
17, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So 44 damage.
44?
Yes. Because...
Killing me.
44.
Yeah.
They had 45 hit points left.
Yeah, 44.
God damn it.
Someone needs to hit them with a level 1-shot magic missile, please.
I mean, Endures could
splash
do it. Give
damage.
Endures the kill. I mean, come on.
Endures is going to spend 1 action to keep his AC pump thing going out, so now it's 10 feet away, plus 1.
That reaction.
He is going to give Igora guidance, opposed to Gamma, and then he's going to just try and finish off Purple with a good old electric arc. Which, even if they really have to, they'd have to crit to avoid death. They didn't crit, so they still take enough. Purple is out of the fight.
Haha, losers.
Wakana is watching me, foolish bard. Can you say the same? Ugh.
Thank God I can't.
We move on to Endures and that was Endures and Darkness turn, Avi Ave, and then Igara's Menagerie.
Hey, Elderworm, thank you for the raid.
Welcome to
Oh, yay,
War.
hello!
Welcome to the raid.
Welcome!
Go check out Elderworm
Welcome,
Studios
Worm
chat.
Raid.
War. War sometimes changes.
Give them a follow if you don't follow them already. And give us a
I do
follow if you
indeed.
don't follow us already. Come hang out. Join the Frog Army. We are currently fighting Sun Warrior Brigades in defense of Osaibu.
Begrudge. Begrudge!
They're making
Sorry,
pretty.
it's
They
late.
they are handling this a lot quicker than I anticipated because I always forget just how many AoE things you guys have.
We love AoEs.
And for once, it's
We are
actually
a
proven
class
useful.
of AoEs. We are all AoEs.
I'm about to do something that might be a mistake.
You're fine.
We'll see.
Do it, do it, do it.
Avi, you're allowed to make mistakes. You have tenure.
I sure do, but I don't have tenure in this mortal coil.
That's true. You need to be a lich to do that.
Exactly.
Tenure on life.
We haven't
Good,
gotten
my
there
speed is
yet.
25,
She would
so I can
become a
actually move
lich.
here. I can't. I don't get Choco. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going. I moved twice. Thank God I'm hasted. And then I'm going to yeet myself with Frigid Flurry all the way across the map, catching both of these guys.
Now, Avi, for the
Yes.
benefit of the people maybe raiding, please just describe in detail what is happening here. What does this look like?
Oh, that's not a very good roll for damage. Sorry. A teeny tiny bat goes and just blows herself 120 feet across the battlefield in a flurry of frigid snow and ice, whipping both battalions across the face and any exposed skin with shards of ice and cold and misery.
Endures the Darkness tries to say, "No, you are not a gun. You are who you choose to be." And Avi says, "I choose to be a gun."
I choose to be a gun. Pew!
Watch the Iron Giant. It's a
The
good movie.
fact is, I just watched your icon go. Pew! I was like, oh.
All right, so that now,
So that'll
There's
be
technically speaking, because it affects more than one target
That's
across
area.
an area,
yes.
a
it's
line
okay.
attack would be a area of effect spell.
Yep.
So,
Plus Bird
Um,
Song. That'll be 26 plus 26.
but let's just
Double
quick
the AoEs.
let us. I need the brigade stats. We're gonna do green first for the reflex. Not a
Failure, thank
success.
God.
So
Ooh.
it's 52 on a failure.
Ooh, they both.
They both failed by
52 on
one.
a failure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing the
There's
two
two
damages now.
damages.
So 52 plus 15 will be 67. Oof.
So that was
Woo!
134 damage, McKenna, with one spell. High level casters are cool.
That gun.
That guy.
Bat gun.
I'm waiting for the day I can do that.
The only difficult thing about this is that
Whoa,
I have
whoa,
put
nope.
myself in a rather
no, that is
disadvan-
not- My mouse did a weird thing there.
I
Too
got you,
big.
Matt.
Too big.
I got you, Matt.
Fight too easy. Quick, make a bigger.
And they got so cold they elongated.
That's not
Here's
how things work when it gets cold.
When you get
There we
cold,
go.
you get hypothermia.
Ah!
That joke was a grower. It took a second.
Wow. Wow.
Hypothermia to you. Hypothermia to you.
And you
Chill
and
out.
your family and your cow.
You and your family and your
Your
cow,
cow.
and your thingy.
All right, Avi, the
It goes shrunk.
frozen bat comet.
That's my whole turn, and now I am just over here with a whole battalion, so wish me luck.
Ikra, A much reduced battalion lies before you.
Gamma flies over to Avi Avi.
No, you don't have to do a goddamn thing.
He's
Stay
hasted.
put if
Might
you
as
want
well.
to stay put.
And-
Do I have reactions?
I don't think. I doubt it. It's a swarm.
Not a people swarm.
Ah,
The bees. The bees. Oh God,
tra-
the bees.
This
In
will
the
be
trap?
on blue. So 39, 40, 41.
41 will hit but not crit.
So that will be 19 sonic damage with the first strike.
Strike
32
now
will miss.
while the iron is hot. Destroy thy enemies.
I'm going to use my extra hero point on the second strike.
Thanks,
Nope.
Daddy.
And third strike. 33, so 35 for the third strike.
That will hit but not crit, so another
So
18.
20 because of Bard.
Ah, and that finishes them off.
Woo!
Choco's action is going to be moving to here so that they are in front of it. And that's it. That's me.
All right. Okay. Ophelia, you're up. There's just one brigade left, and they look to be looking like pretty rough. Pretty rough.
A fortitude save, please. As the
Moving-
Phantom Orchestra clambers toward the last soldiers.
No, the percussion
All
section.
I'm
They're
seeing
wielding
is
their
that
bassoons.
meme. Seeing that meme of the trumpet kid following after.
Six-
like, oh, no.
Succeeds, but not critically.
So it'll still take the AoE 15 damage,
16.
as well as
34.
the
17 actually, because 34.
Okay, excellent.
17, and it is an AoE effect technically,
Mm-hmm.
so that will be enough to finish them off.
Nice.
I like to think of I saw a very funny video recently of what are the pieces of wood that they use that go boom, and they have the Christmas on.
Oh,
that
I don't
goes,
know the names
and then
of those.
then they go boom.
They got some crazy names.
Slapstick, isn't it called called a slapstick or something like that?
It's a slapstick or a percussion snap.
Anyway, I saw a video recently of these guys that went to Home Depot and they just got like 6-foot pieces of wood
Oh,
and they put them
yeah.
together into a slapstick and then it went.
Absolute.
I like to think that the Phantom Orchestra just did that to the last battalion.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's so good.
Really clap them.
Clap. All right. Congratulations, everybody. Now, all things considered, I'd say we get yoinked back into the city because I don't trust that
Yes.
more enemies won't appear.
No, as you guys are just like taking stock and taking a moment to bask in your victory, a line of several dozen cavalry burst from the trees, all riding on flaming, like strange birds of some kind, spewing fire and with glowing spears.
Pull us back, pull us back,
And
pull us
then
back, pull us back, pull us back.
Hey,
You guys get pulled back.
Igora just has like
Please.
both of the frog fingers like out doing the middle finger. Your friends are dead, and then boom.
We didn't like them anyway. Their faith was weak.
Ah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Conjoined,
Always
not the
gotta have the last
conjoined
word.
frog middle finger.
So you guys are going to have.
finger.
You guys
The
are gonna
left
have
middle finger.
Conjoined middle finger.
You guys are going to have a time for a short rest before the next encounter.
Excellent.
I'll take that short
Hey,
rest. Thank you very much.
A short. There's no like a 10 minutes, or how long do we have timing?
You have
Last
30
minute.
minutes.
We have 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. I spend those 30 minutes. Who needs to get topped up?
I could stand for a
do.
top up. I think I only lost like 9 hit points, but
Okay.
I'll take what I can get.
I will.
Like 20?
Okay, I can top up I have Ward Healing. I can top us all up 3 times for that. Okay.
And Endures in Darkness, I think, can assist as well.
Yeah, but I can also just still auto-succeed. Oh, I can do the DC 30 of auto-success now.
Endures in Darkness can auto 30 as well, actually. He's a
Yeah.
master and he's got Assurance Medicine.
Oh.
So you guys can at least get all your hit points back.
Easily.
Nice.
Question, Will.
Yeah.
Did you ever use your mirror? Did you put up mirror image last time?
Yeah, I did. They never hit Gamo with a targeted attack. It was all saves.
Gotcha.
So the
okay,
spell's
okay.
kind of wasted, but not the end of the world.
I was just thinking about it. I was like,
And you know what? Since I have the physical copy of the remastered player core, I'm very happy to finally have a physical copy, chat.
I prefer physical to PDFs, honestly.
Same.
I really do.
I might as well just go and see if they did anything to medicine quickly.
Feel free for you guys if you need to plan a little bit. I don't think it's probably going to be worth us to launch into the next attack this week, but
You don't think we can finish it?
Well,
30 minutes? We can, if nothing else, we can get started on it. It's 30 minutes.
We can if you guys want. It's just this next fight is going to be a step up.
Is there any way I can figure out an RP-like function in which I assist with certain parameters and border controls by assisting and creating snares to help protect certain points of the wall?
You can totally RP that, yes. In fact, if Igor is running around patching you guys up while you're up on the walls, what are you guys doing while Igor kind of trails behind you, trying to apply bandages and salves and stuff and
it's
magic?
all Gamma stomach mode.
Is there
It's still gross.
anyone trying to scale the walls?
Healing plaster.
There are plenty of people trying to scale the walls. There are soldiers, there are summoned familiars. Actually, everyone, give me a perception check.
Okay. Avi and Charlotte give laughs. Like,
Igor
I'll
is
do
too
it.
busy
I'll
doing
do it.
medicine.
Agate's got a 38.
Sarah,
Um,
okay.
Ophelia's got a nat 20.
Avi and Ophelia, it's still a ways out, but you guys also now notice something out still a ways in the tangle. There is like a plume of black smoke seemingly moving closer through the tangle, like something is burning while moving.
ooh, that's a fire thingy.
I think I will do this now then. I'm gonna go over to wherever there's the largest group of wall scaling going on and hit him with one of these.
That's so
you-
good.
I've never
You do
gotten
that.
to use this spell before.
Level 1 concentration. You do that, and it does have an immediate effect that people start kind of struggling and everything. And a Osaibu soldier comes over and takes a glowing red spear he has and touches it to the grease, which then ignites.
So hoping you were going to do that.
So good.
After patching anyone up, Igor goes and patches up any of the soldiers from Osaibu that are injured that he can during his downtime.
Yes. You know what? We could launch into the thing. We will not get through it this week, but for reasons that will become apparent very quickly. But I'm going to also set the stage here.
Mhm.
I don't need Sun Warrior Brigades anymore. So the siege is raging on, but there is another task that becomes immediately apparent which will need you guys and your special skills. It is explained that the Osaibo's forces are keeping Mazzali's foot soldiers and other weaker forces at bay. The twice-honored women use this lull in the action to call upon jungle creatures and other natural forces to supplement Osaibu's warriors. Gusts of wind, shrieking monkeys, and long-toothed predators arrive to menace the besiegers. You guys see a veritable flood of angry, birds and close-to-looking bird dinosaur kind of creatures, with a strange bird riding on the head of one of them.
God bird! God bird!
He has his own plans for the city, perhaps, but for the moment, he's like, this city is mine to
He's an
take,
ally.
Mazzali.
Is an ally for now.
Okay.
The god bird's coming, oh no.
That's just a regular bird, you guys.
God, bird, come
Charlotte looks over at Eager. If I recall correctly, Charlotte saved and went, I know. It's
But then,
just hilarious.
Something new arrives on the battlefield. It appears immediately that these were held up possibly by the terrain, and they seem to not be as moving quickly, but a section of the Tangled at the rear of the battle lines bursts into flames. And
What in California?
I just want to make sure I get what these things actually look like. What is the movement on them? I'm not sure actually if these are floating or if they just very slowly move along the ground, but a trio of spires, seemingly detached from holy buildings in Mazzali, slowly rumble forward out of the jungle. They are large. They are shooting beams of fire out of them and have been scorching the jungle to make way. They appear heavily armored, and you cannot see any living creatures operating them. They are just autonomous war machines powered by magic that have burnt their way through the jungle and are now preparing. One of them, the one at the front of their formation, seems to build up energy and then fires a beam, which immediately starts melting part of the walls of the city. Because it is made of gold, which is not a smart thing to build city walls out of.
That's fair.
It's a fair call, but society's to blame.
I would like to point out that it is fascinating to watch just as a little paw stretches out. Boop. He is
All
quite
right.
fascinated by my pencil. Anyway. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh no.
Avi
Yeah.
Avi smash.
All right, so we are going to move on to Attack of the Sun Spires. Bum bum bum. I will move you guys to a new map.
You know, you're really giving the Sun Bros a bad name.
They don't play FromSoft games.
Yeah.
They think they're for elitists. Oh god, okay, these are not exactly what I pictured, but wow. I'm going to throw you guys on the map again, and again you'll get to say where you want to go or be positioned.
I will put
I'm seeing a black void.
welcome to the vault.
I was thinking literal spires, but
Yeah,
sure.
but no, they're like rock robots.
Statues.
Oh God.
So yeah, imagine
They're-
they're shooting sunbeams out of those mirrors on their heads.
Very-
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god, these are
pew.
constructs!
They are
Oh,
constructs.
son of a bitch.
Hate it.
Do you have Shatter Will?
No, I got the rune for Gamma that lets me deal more damage against specifically constructs, the Bane rune, remember?
Ah, okay, so you need to go down first.
And I was like, oh, yeah, we
Good to
have
know.
a hard time dealing with constructs. I should pick
All right,
up
now-
this item.
You guys have just been thrown on the map. Again, choose your position where you'd actually like to be standing.
Boom.
And we were coming from up here. This is the wall, correct?
That is the wall, but remember, you are being teleported into the most advantageous position.
I mean,
Gotcha.
the wall is 90 feet away. If y'all want to stay up there while Gamma and I do this and tank the damage and DPS them at range.
Up to
I
you
was
guys.
also just about to move exactly where Charlotte moved.
What, onto the head?
I also
Can-
might get up on
What
this
if we were
I could-
boulder.
That thing,
yeah,
by
we
the
can
way,
sit on the boobs.
that
Booby.
thing, that statue, by the way, is tall enough up that you would have to make a climb check or a fly check to get down, or
Nipples.
fall and hurt yourselves.
Nipples.
McKenna,
Nipples.
Well, I can fly, so I'm not bothered.
we're really mature here, I swear.
You take that back.
I make no such claim.
No, absolutely not. I love that all three of us went, hey.
Just collectively we're like,
In our own way.
Booby.
Hey, boo.
Oh, they're sisters, not twins, to be sure.
Really are. Look at that.
I can fly to get down from here.
I mean,
so
it's a
that's not an
magnificent
issue.
statue with huge support columns.
Mm-hmm. She's got a big buttress.
She's a
Okay, that. Okay. Hero point for McKenna.
Wow.
Thank
Hero
you.
point
I'll
for
take
McKenna. Because that is an architectural joke that works. So good job.
it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I guess
built
And to be fair, if that's the case, then I don't know if Charlotte, I mean, other than probably maybe going into spider form and crawling, but even still, I will say then strategically, I'd probably be about here, actually, down at the base.
Whew, excuse me.
And also, I should probably roll for initiative.
Don't forget to turn off the GM only view on the map.
boop boop, and let's see what happens when I do this. Can you see that?
Yes.
Amazingly, constructs don't have a high wisdom. Also, that's just a flat wisdom roll. It doesn't even have the proficiency, so do not
I
read
beg
into
to
that.
differ. Din has excellent wisdom. Well, no, technically it's
And I need to
intelligence,
roll
I
for
guess.
Endures in Darkness. Ooh, how does his character sheet get so tiny? Okay. I think that's everyone, so I will send it.
Aw, critical failure from Endures.
Poor baby.
He,
Oh, poor baby.
turns out, actually can't handle teleportation magic within a short span very well.
Aww.
He would upchuck a little bit, but it is unclear if he has a mouth.
Aww.
He
starts
what I
sweating?
refer to as the fungal sweat, which is just like
Yeah.
looks like ooze coming out of a mushroom. It's like, oh, gross. But also Charlotte's like, can you bottle some of that? I might be able to use it later.
Imagine you leave a mushroom in the crisper too long.
Charlotte grows.
Charlotte gross?
Yeah.
No, gathering fungi sweat.
Yeah, gross.
Very useful. I could make something useful out of it.
Alright, Igor, you are up first. You have been materialized behind these rumbling machines of war.
Alright, Gamma, let's have some fun. Igora is going to grasp on the
this.
clasp of their cape and just kind of like throw it open so it's like bellowing in the wind. And then you're going to see like some energy going from Igora, and he's going to basically throw some of his life force into Gamma.
Will.
Casting.
Will,
Yeah.
remind me. Is the you can't take reactions until you've had a turn only in D&D?
I have no idea.
Actually, I
We've-
don't think that's in D&D. I think that's just Pathfinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
We've never done it, but
Okay.
I'm going to be casting Boost Eidolon on Gamma.
Because these guys, unlike the other two, actually have reactions.
I get a +6 because I have 3 weapon damage dice on my weapons. So it'll be +6 to the damage rolls.
Okay.
And Choco's going to use their free action to support, which means that there'll be an additional d6 of fire damage on this as well. Do I bother rolling that, Matt?
Sorry, what are you rolling?
An additional d4 of fire damage. Do I bother rolling it?
Let's find out. Go ahead and try.
All right. Then in that case, attack the first. So that'll be
43.
a 43 to hit.
That will hit, but not crit.
Okay, so that'll be 43, and this is on blue.
On blue.
Yes, I'm targeting blue first.
Now,
On
does
God.
Bane just do extra damage, or is it
Yeah,
something
it just
else?
does additional damage to constructs.
All right, so that will be a total of 17 damage.
That will be more than that because I did boost Eidolon. So I
Okay.
get a +6. So that'll be 22,
23.
23 sonic damage, and additional 2 fire damage for a total of 25.
25. So 11 of that goes through.
Hardness?
Yes, they
Yeah.
have construct armor, which does have conditions.
Yeah, you can break it if once we crit them once. Okay, so that is 1, that is 2. Third action, just another attack from Gamma. 29 probably misses.
You belly bump and like, ow, ow,
Yeah.
that's hard.
Cool, that's my turn.
You hear a weird noise emerge from one of the things, and it sounds like, almost sort of like sounds like Volcano's voice, but very tinny. New threat assessment, and it starts to swivel a little bit to look at you. And this is which one? This is green. Green is going to just bash Gamma 3 times with its Rock'em Sock'em robot arms.
Go for it. Hit.
35. 29 bludgeoning.
I take less damage because of Resilient Shell.
Okay.
So Gamma will resist 4 of that damage, so it'll become 25.
Second attack. 37.
Hits does not crit.
27 bludgeoning. Possibly less.
It is less. I have a flat 4 resistance right now, Matt.
Okay. And
So
third attack.
First one was 25. Next one was 27.
The 25 hit?
Well, it becomes a 23 damage. Sorry, I'm still doing the
Yeah,
math on my hit points, Matt. 25 misses.
All right. Gamma's like, I got the rhythm now. We move to this one, the Sunspire, and its head, despite not having like eyes that you can perceive it looking, seems to really be focusing on Ophelia up on the wall.
Why?
Magical hostile detected, engaging offensive capabilities, and the little mirrors along its head suddenly glow, and it is going to fire a Sunfire beam at Ophelia.
Gross.
44.
That'll.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Will that crit?
That'll crit.
So that will be 56 fire damage.
Not that much.
Ah, yes, 54 fire damage.
Every little thing counts.
And then it's going to do that again, hopefully. 32.
Meets beat.
All right, so hits 22 fire damage. 20 fire damage, sorry. And for a final one. 28 will not hit, I'm sure.
No.
All right, so you're like, ah. All right, and then
Spicy.
we move on to Ophelia, who's looking a little toasty, perhaps.
Ophelia, so before you take your turn, a reminder about constructs, because it's been a hot minute since we fought one. Constructs in Pathfinder, if they're a golem, might be immune to all types of magic, except for very specific ones. So just proceed knowing that information. That's it.
Okay.
It was just a reminder because it's been a
No.
hot minute.
Yeah, you don't want to go wasting stuff on these things. Knowledge check would not be out of the realm of smart ideas.
How's the 36
Nothing.
for? I think you said it was 32 was the DC.
Yes, 32.
So that'll be a +2 for y'all, and I'm gonna put mirror image up.
You know what? I'm gonna put a sticky note on the bottom of my screen. Level 14, DC 32.
You can just
Shouldn't that should be my sticky note?
Well,
You can-
no, I'm the DM. I should know everything.
you can pin the picture I sent you in our Facebook chat, so you just have to open your phone to look at it.
Yeah, but now I can just turn my eyes slightly down and I can see it without moving any part of my body.
That's it.
Remember, Will, efficiency is just smart laziness. All right, yeah. So that is though. As a reminder to you guys, you are now not hasted.
Yes, that's my turn.
Yeah. We'll put a little icon on Ophelia for mirror image. I don't know which one. This one. I should really zoom in. Then we move to the last of the statues, Blue. Who is going to split his actions? He's going to fire one Sunfire beam at the insect in front of him. Or these are constructs.
Arachnid?
No, they don't care enough to be accurate. Sunfire beam. 41 on Charlotte.
Yeah, how to do it.
Does
That'll
it crit though? What's your AC?
30.
30. So that will crit then, so that will be 40 fire damage because it's reduced by 2.
Ow.
Yeah. But then it is going to spin and just because the guys behind it attacked it, it's going to spin around and whack Igor or Gamma with its Rock'em Sock'em robot. So this will be attack number 2 because the Sunfire Beam is an attack. 28 is probably not going to hit.
Misses.
I hurt myself on that one.
27. All right.
Also
Gamma's
misses.
really got the rhythm of those arms now.
Mhm.
Avi, you're up.
All right. Let me get a read on these guys. Do a little discern secrets with a check, maybe Arcana.
They are constructs, so that or crafting.
That or crafting. Good to know for Charlotte. Less good to know for me. I'll roll Arcana. I'll take a. It'll be a 34 with discern secrets.
I mean, that is 20 more than their creature level, so yeah, I think you
Dang.
can. I'm gonna tell you their immunities because this is the
Yes,
important
please.
thing, and it
Yeah.
might take a minute. They are immune to death effects, disease, doomed, drained, fatigue, fire, healing,
Okay.
mental,
Well, they're rolling by
necromancy,
damage.
non-lethal attacks, which really isn't that relevant, paralyzed, poison, sickened, unconscious,
So I'm not hearing feared or stunned.
mental.
Mm.
The stunned, maybe if it doesn't say mental, but that's pretty rare, I would think. Careful.
Well,
also not
I'm
hearing-
useless.
Well, no, they are not immune to acid.
Sure.
And the off guard condition, which with debilitating bomb, you could leave them off guard.
Yeah.
Sure. That's a thought.
I'm also not hearing that they are immune to just blanket all magic.
No, they are not immune to all magic.
Cool.
Do they have resistances?
They actually have no resistances. They just have immunities and hardness. But you
Do
know,
they have a
I don't mind telling you
weakness?
that because you already figured it out. Sorry?
Do they have a weakness?
They do not. And that's all I'm going to tell you.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, they also have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
So that changes everything.
That
Yeah, it
changes everything.
Your plan to put their heads in a globe of magical darkness like they did a lot of times in the old Drizzt novels, not going to work.
God
It
damn
would
it.
work because that's magical darkness.
I also didn't hear that they were immune to the prone condition, so let's see how this goes.
Flip 'em,
I'm going
flip
to
'em.
cast telekinetic bombardment, and I can hit all of them if I go like this.
Rock'em sock'em robots? More like knock'em sock'em robots.
Exactly.
Hey.
Mm,
So they need to
7
make
out
me
of 10.
some reflex saves.
And
Oh, come on.
7's one of my favorite numbers.
ugh.
But
7.
3 is my favorite.
I don't mind 3 as much.
Avi
I
Avi,
do.
everyone's favorite siege battery.
I mean, I always did like the fire bats in like Warcraft 3 expansion that were just dropped bombs from giant flying bats. Those were cool.
One could say Avi Avi is the keys to this victory.
All right, we're gonna start right to left. Green, 38, so success but not critical. Guy in the middle, failure. Red guy.
Yay.
Failure.
Failure! Yay!
Well, these two are knocked prone. What does that look like?
Egress
Boom.
crushed to death.
Yay!
No.
Womp womp.
I get to reroll a new character. I'm
me open-
Vigora.
Let me open the folder of characters.
They
Also, Zoe.
you ever seen an RC
Have a
car
reaction.
that fall on its side?
An RC car that falls on its side. That's so funny. They're just the wheels.
Do I have a reaction?
Do you still have that thing? What gets 2 spells back?
I want to say that is. I haven't used it in a minute, but
You mentioned
Also, I have to do the
ask
damage.
if we had one that would look like
45 minus
I forgot about it.
31.
where is it?
that. But this is one of my upper level spells, so if you wanted to save that one, might not be a bad one to save.
I definitely do. Is that a company? I think that was a company. Yes,
So half of 45 is 22.
but I haven't gone yet.
Oh, so you don't have a reaction? Never mind.
Wait,
No, you
Yes,
did
you
go.
have.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I did.
Yes, also Bard Song is.
I did.
So, did you add Bard Song damage to your telekinetic bombardment, McKenna?
No, I did not.
I
How,
will.
how many do we have? for-
Initial 2.
Initial 2. Then it's a 47 to both of them.
Spicy.
There you go.
And 43 to the green? No. Something else. 20?
Well,
something.
then hardness comes into play.
All right, I'm gonna
But, yeah.
attempt a performance check so Avi can keep stuff.
Yay.
A 33.
That is, yeah.
A
That is another plus 2.
success.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
You have 2 actions remaining.
Me or Ophelia?
Sorry,
That
yeah,
was
sorry.
the
I
reaction.
thought we were doing. I saw performance
No,
check
you're good.
again, and I thought,
That's a reaction.
Okay.
I have used all my actions.
okay. We're gonna move on to Charlotte. We are probably going to end with Endures in Darkness's turn, just so we start with Igora at the start of initiative again.
That's fair.
Sorry,
No,
Charlotte.
totally fair.
There are ancient Mazzali laser beams flying around. There are rocks being thrown really hard through the air by invisible forces. Ophelia, slightly crispy, is jaunty tune. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do.
Ba-do-do-do. Alright, so we are going
I've got
to
blisters on my finger.
we are going to throw another moderate acid flask.
I just realized
and
something.
Uh-oh.
Where's the majority of the party? Up on a statue. Where are all the healers?
Yeah, I was
Man.
going to.
It's okay.
I'm
fine.
going to be marking down, and I'm going to be giving endurance some marks off for this battle. On
I
my
mean,
report.
listen.
I'll be like, made one tactical error with endurance made a tactical error here. Da 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 da.
I was actually kind of expecting you guys
Not-
to order him to go places.
Not all of our healers.
No, we believe in Endur's
Um,
autonomy.
Well, you shouldn't.
Oh.
He is
I mean,
essentially
jeez.
half an NPC.
Aw, don't be mean about his height.
Yeah, he's a real fun
Okay.
guy, Matt.
Charlotte, what you got for us today? What's this TED talk with violence?
What?
What are you doing on your turn?
I was letting you guys just work it out. It's fine. One, I'm going to use my free action to craft myself a sticky bomb. Added to my moderate acid flask bomb, which I will be throwing now. That's a 30 to hit.
30.
Who are you throwing it at?
The blue.
It should be noted, people prone are actually harder to hit with ranged strikes.
Fair enough. Green.
Hmm.
Green. Still doesn't hit anyway because their AC is 36.
Well, they'll
But-
still get the 2 splash damage and the sticky damage. So that'll be. Hold on, let me look at what the actual feat says. Go to type this by.
Well, but before you bother
Um,
looking it up, let me ask you this. Do you think it's going to add 13 damage at least?
No, it goes on top of the the splash damage,
Yeah,
so it's
the
4
splash dam-
total.
Yeah, you would need at least an additional 13 damage to get any damage through the hardness.
Hmm.
That's dumb.
Right, then Charlotte's gonna see that this has occurred and this has happened, and Charlotte is going to sit down on the ground
Oh.
and go, Well, I'm useless. Sorry, guys.
I mean, what?
52.
Remind me, what kind of damage does Pito do?
Poison.
Well, no, doesn't Pito do
And piercing. Piercing. There's no way that with my range, even with Pito, I am going to get past any hardness. My rolls are not that good.
Yeah, the 30
could crit.
hardness is.
It's not 30
Mm.
hardness, it's 14 hardness.
Look.
14 hardness.
Yeah, my crit still wouldn't even touch it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna. Well, I don't have.
Actually,
I only have
to be
one
fair,
action. Well, I
even
have
if
2
you're-
actions left.
Even if your crit damage didn't get through the hardness, as Will pointed out, a crit hit breaks the construct armor, lowers their AC, and removes the hardness.
That's true.
So it's worth
That's
crit fishing.
great.
But she needs a
That's
crit.
wonderful. If that ever actually would happen.
I mean,
which, not
you fail
likely.
every roll you don't take.
I don't want to waste the resources.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm running out of reagents here.
Well, Pito takes nothing.
Well, I mean, I don't know who's threatened by him right now.
Technically,
Gamma?
green and blue are. All
Yeah.
you need is an ally within 5, or ally who is within range of attacking. So
Yeah, I'll
and
try, but
remember-
I gotta do it as a 2, right? A second hit?
Yeah. That's worth a try.
it should also be noted that because Pito can only be fired at people who are threatened, you do get to count as flat-footed. So technically, their AC will only be 34. So
Watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, you rolled.
Yeah.
You rolled a 3. That wasn't actually bad for what you rolled. And on a second attack, so maybe just start with a Pito.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I also don't want to overuse it. Like, it's a kind of a created game breaker. Anyway, that's the end of my turn anyway. It's fine.
All right. Move to Endures in Darkness, who is going to... he is going to. I think, does he have reach spell? I think he might have reach spells, unless I'm thinking of Lorgar. No, he has reach spell. He's going to spend an action. Oh no, yeah. Even adding an extra 30 feet won't do it. So he is going to move a little closer, over here, to try and get close to people so he can get them with like a 2-action reach spell. But that does mean he is going to eat a AO from the blue guy. So.
You don't have to. I'm fine. We're fine.
Well, yeah, but he's thinking ahead, possibly. Attack of opportunity, so whack out with
He's prone too.
yeah. Arm 40. That will hit, but not crit. Endures, I'm pretty sure. Not by much, but
I
yeah.
hope.
29, so that will be 170. Thankfully, he's kind of spongy, so
He's a mushroom. Mushrooms are spongy. Spongy.
I have put a marker on him to remind us that they've used their reaction.
much appreciated.
Mushroom dance. Mushroom
Mushroom
dance.
dance. Whatever could it mean?
What does it mean? It means
He's just gonna do
life of
a
sin.
battlefield medicine check on himself. He automatically gets 30 with it, so I think that's like
2d8
God.
plus 30. Depending on what his training level is.
master.
I believe that's what it is. Double checking the new rules.
Rule check, everybody. Bear with us.
Yeah,
Roll
well, we're
check.
about to end things anyway,
The
so
remaster doesn't change a lot of stuff, but I also just still haven't finished reading through the player's guide for it fully, so there's a couple of things I'm still not like 100% sure off of the top of my head.
master is 2d8 plus 30, yeah.
Yep.
That's a DC 30, so he automatically succeeds on that. So, I just Googled it. But that is where we're going to end things for tonight, as this fight looks to be a bit more intense than the previous one, where you guys just AoE'd those poor battalions to death in like 2.5 rounds.
That's funny.
And
It's
constructs are
funny.
not good.
Constructs are a problem every time they show up. If you
Yeah,
don't have
honestly.
like a barbarian with an adamantine weapon.
Which is awkward considering my other Pathfinder game I have a construct, so I can't be mad.
Yeah,
But
be
just-
ready to be a problem in PJ's campaign.
To see how our adventurers will overcome this monolithic obstacle, because they're statues, you get it.
Yeah, got it.
Tune in next week for Strength of Thousands Adventure Path, brought to you by Tabletop Rolls.
Thank you all so much for coming down tonight. Don't forget to check out our many other shows. Wednesday, our party just defeated the Guardian of the Skies, and they got to level 5, so we're going to probably be talking about what everyone did for level 5, and we'll see who forgot to level on Wednesday. And then Friday, we have the fairy invasion continuing. Will the party be able to prevent Vim's homeworld from becoming the new fairy homeworld? Join us and find out. Bye-bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.